Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Tarnation TV is live at Sonoma here at the Maverick Cup Series for the Northern California 150 High Voltage Racing League. It's not September, October 29th, 2024. My name is Blaine Donlin, joined in the co-host seat, Andrew Miller.
Oh my gosh, awesome to be back up here with you, man. You've been with me a good couple of times now, now that I've gotten back into the broadcasting swing of things, which thank you for that. And now to be back up here with you again, golly, this is really awesome.
Well, and you even had, we were doing a race there a couple weeks ago for Seth Cole, and here we are again with Maverick at Sonoma. So this is actually the first time I've ever broadcasted a road course. So Ben was loving that. He's like, are we the first league you've broadcasted a road course for? I said, yeah, never done it. So why not do it at Sonoma? But we should emphasize too, Brian Wolf was scheduled to be in the co-host seat this evening. Unfortunately, Brian has been undergoing some crazy health stuff. He's been dealing with that for a while, actually. Brian Wolf's been visiting different hospitals and different doctors and stuff. And he was set to rock tonight. And unfortunately, a few days back, he let me know I believe he had to travel to a different city for some more medical treatments. So we're thinking about you, Brian. Him and I started Tarnation TV a while back now. I'd have to go back. It's been a few years, easy. So him and I kind of were talking about, hey, let's try the broadcasting thing. And we've come a long way since then. And it was awesome to have Brian back in the seat. So hopefully we see him sooner than later. And I just, want to wish him the best, and hopefully everybody else does as well, because he was definitely a big reason that we started doing the Tarnation TV. So yeah, thinking about you, Brian. Get well soon. He's fighting it, and he's fighting it tooth and nail. So kick it in the ass, buddy. And thanks for Andrew last minute to fill the spot. And tonight's race should be pretty awesome. We got a full house here tonight, dude. Like 33 drivers, I think.
At least 31. That's how many are down in that TeamSpeak room just below us. So, man, there are 31 drivers for a road course. That is
on a Tuesday night.
Impressive. On a Tuesday night.
Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be a good deal.
So as per request, after the qualifying was complete, we will run down the list. Currently, right now, you're looking at the standings here at Maverick. After 21 races, this is race number 22. We're going to flip this screen over to the qualifying results, and we'll just do 5 at a time, work our way to the bottom. And let me see here. There we go. Well, right there, we got pole position going to Jack Merkel. We got a 133.9. Nick Gunther in second place. Third place in the 08, Michael Norman. In fourth place, I don't have first name. Who is G?
Garson.
Garson?
Garson with the G, yep.
I thought I wrote that down. Garson Muyang.
I think Muyang, yeah.
Yeah. And, of course, okay, wait. Yeah, see, some of these guys put their names in, and some of them just do the initials. JPV in the 117. I think that's Jonathan Peavy.
Yes, it is.
There we go.
Yes. All right. Going onward, we got 6th place, Victor Delgado. Cool to see that name out here racing tonight. Then you got the 32 running a pretty cool throwback scheme for number 32. And we also get the first name of that is Carnby Edward. Nico Servideo in PH, driving number 2, Oscar Ramos. And then rounding out the top 10 is the 137 of Kez Hiller.
Nice. Number 11 here is position number 11 in the 107. Gravois, J. Gravois. I'm just going to go off what I'm reading here. We got the 118 car, driven by Kay Linscott. Josh Mercurio in the 86 and 13th spot. In 14th spot, the 91, S. Thomas. And the 15th spot, in the number 80 T. Kinsey.
Yeah, that'll be a name to kind of look out for there in that number 80. Continuing on, 16th place car number 8. That is Buddy Campos. And then you got 17th, 176 of Mario Racinos. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. 33 is starting in 18th. That is Sierra Cooper in her debut race. Then you got 88 starting in 19th place. That is Cam Smith. And rounding out the top 20, number 87 of Randy Panis.
Nice. In the 21st position, the number 82 car. I think that's Keith Hughes.
Mm-hmm.
The number 22, 63, Jay Bowling in 23rd position. And then 111, E. Potter. El Garcia in the 43 car in the 24th spot. Benjamin Snyder himself driving the 22 car here in the 25th position.
And then rounding out drivers that took lap times was Ulysses Sandoval starting in 26th. Of course, a familiar name on the channel here. And then everyone else did not take lap times. We're going down to Santos Gutierrez, I wanted to say, in the 81. Yep. Or Santi Gutierrez, excuse me. Matt McIntyre. I believe that is Mark Snyder then. And if I'm correct, this will be my 5th driver here. Tate Dorsey is in the 32nd position, also here tonight.
Nice. And RJ Bishop, Mike Carroll, and D. Young. I can't remember. Dylan?
Dylan, yep.
Nice. So that rounds out the field, man. This is going to be a great race. What a stack of cars we got here tonight. We're going to go to a live feed here. See if we can get on a car and just kind of roll around here and practice. Currently looking at these standings, Nick dominating this thing, 140 points ahead of Keith. Trey Kinsey in 3rd place, 693 points off of 1st. That's a crazy gap from like 1 to 2 and then from 2 to 3. Like, it's a legitimate spread. But yeah, you know what? You got to show up. I'm trying to find a car to follow here that is actually still on course. There we go. I focus on Ulysses. He's up in the dirt. Anyhow, yeah, this is, you were saying you took a couple of laps around this track just before we went live here.
Yeah, so it's basically, I refer to it as the Grand Prix layout. So this is basically the layout that IndyCar uses. So you got the infield portion there with that little carousel, and then you got the run up to that very tight double apex hairpin, and then that leads you into the S's. So that's a little bit different compared to what these guys might be used to if they've been running league for a while. So it looks like we were going to go ahead and get it to the race here. I will get on enough track.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, the track was pretty well gripped up, but not like super duper grippy. It felt very, very similar to really the game track, or maybe even like Sonoma 2013 might be another version that jumps to my head. It just feels like Sonoma. Nothing really too funky about it. So,
like, there is a lot of versions of this track, eh? Like out of all the Watkins Glen has a lot of different configurations, and Sonoma has a lot of configurations as well.
Yeah, any real life track like that, you're going to get so many different versions, and yet all of them, obviously the layout's going to be the same, but as far as how they drive, I find that all of them are typically very different in terms of how you have to take the corners and the curves and even like pit road entry, things like that. So this is about as close to like the standard, quote unquote, for Sonoma as I think you can get.
Yeah, and I mean, it just shows, again, we always talk about the NASCAR race in 2003 community. We are absolute parking lot catastrophe. Oh my God, call the amber lamps.
Where the amber lamps?
Oh, they've re-racked them. Okay, 1 second. But, you know, talking about this community, and it's like literally anything, like any kind of, what am I trying to say here? Like any version of the track that has ever existed exists in this game. Like if you wanted to run a version from 1991 or wherever, it exists because somebody built it, you know, from old TV footage or whatever. And it's just great to be a part of this community because literally any track on the planet, how many different versions of Watkins Glen are there? There's got to be a dozen.
At least.
You know?
Yeah.
Oscar Ramos Jr. in the 5 there, the Vodafone red number 5. I love that paint job. He's going to be one to watch, man. I remember racing with Oscar Ramos at Fast Renegade. And this guy on a road course, you just get out of his way. He's going to pass you. It's like, oh, he caught me. Yeah, you're not going to keep him behind you. Just move over, let him go.
Yeah, and I mean, you got normally that 68 is driven by Joseph Landy Pavlon, if I'm not mistaken. Tonight it is Garson Muyong driving that thing, and I know that he is pretty bad fast on these road courses as well. So
okay,
watch for that 68. There's probably going to be a lot of there's a lot of spiciness going on throughout the field here. This is going to be one to behold.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun race. 37 laps on the clock. Getting ready to go green here, probably.
I think they'll let the pace car get back ahead of him.
Yeah, it might be a pace car issue because he'll hit pit road and then you'll pass him, and it's just like, ugh. Oh, the pace car is actually stuck in the pit wall. That's cool. Just talking about track design.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
But yeah, did you know that this is the last road course race of the 2024 High Voltage Racing League Maverick Cup Series season?
Dang, okay.
This track's date will be moved to May for the 2025 season next year.
All right. Turn off my racing. I left my racing line on for some reason.
I think they have a week off next week. There's the big election coming up. And then after that, I believe Ben said they were on their way to Phoenix.
I think they're going to re-rack them.
Everybody, yes, I was going to say, call the ambulance.
Okay, buddy, fired up here.
I had a feeling. Oh, my game just crashed.
Something up with the pace car there may have messed up. See, I'm going to have to, I'll let you know when you fall out here.
I'm bored.
Oh, I don't want to fall out. Cancel. Oh, my game crashed as well. So there it is.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, sometimes that'll happen when the game needs to be reset. We are on the starting grid, so we'll be back momentarily. There's something always weird with like pit lanes and stuff, and I find like a lot of the short tracks you can download, like little short dirt tracks and stuff. The configuration files and like the README files will actually tell you like just don't turn yellows on. run a full pace lap. Don't turn yellows on because the game just can't handle, you know, where the pace car is and all this kind of weird stuff. So that might have been what happened there.
Probably so. I am back in.
I've probably fallen out by now.
If you haven't, then I don't think your name is in here. So,
okay.
You're out.
Cool. You're in, you're out. You're in, you're out.
Okay, buddy, fired up.
Just read the YouTube chat here. Bulldog speed. Oh no, is this the broken 2019? I don't think so. I think this is a 2013 edition, right? Is that what we were?
It drives like it, but with it being the configuration that is, I mean, I don't know. When it comes to versions of different tracks, I'm way out of the loop. That's actually Zach Rogers, by the way, in the chat there for Bulldog.
Oh yeah. All right.
Although I will admit, it is cool to be on a broadcast where you actually get 20 people watching.
Yeah. There's, yeah, I think the record we set was an ALS broadcast that we did for, yeah, last year. We worked with Kelly Cossey, and that was a big one. We had almost 800 hits in one night and generated a couple $1,000 or more. I think actually it was like $4,000.
Holy cow.
We were in cahoots with ALS. We tried to do it the original time we tried to do it. They found out about it too late, so they put the kibosh on it. But we're like, yeah, no, like contact us next time you do it. We'll totally work with you guys. And we're like, oh, wow, what? Like all you have to do is ask. So then they allowed us to use their logos and all that stuff. And the following year,
cool.
They made us a website so that people direct line to ALS to donate, and very, very cool. And that was a big race for Tarnation TV. That got a lot of hits, that one. And yeah, thanks for subscribing and doing all the YouTube stuff, because every week it goes up a little bit more. So thanks for watching the broadcast, and make sure you head on over to Andrew's Top Dragster Network.
Here we go. Green
Now
flag is out. Yeah, this could be a bit of a scary corner here. Turn one's always the iffy spot, but
made it through.
Everyone's navigating. And good on him there. Gunther in the lead.
Slow cars in the back. I think those guys might just be moving over to let the pack go. Some people aren't very comfortable having cars breathing down their neck. So, for some reason, I do not have Jack Merkel's paint scheme, the 07, with Nick Gunther in first currently. Sticking up the front of the pack here right now. We're just going to kind of keep this locked on the front.
I'm just kind of cycling through. Looks like everyone's had a near miss there at turn, whatever that was.
Yeah, Garson got inside Jack, and actually, these guys are very, very good. I love watching everybody right now is doing great. They've been doing a lot of practicing out here. Yeah, I'm curious about fuel window.
Boy.
Oh, the boys are kicking up the dirt in the back there.
Oh. Contact with Delgado and Norman. Somehow they keep it straight. Norman locked it down.
This section of the track is blocked by buildings on a lot of these camera angles, so I'm just trying to navigate here.
Yeah. Maybe under a caution, maybe like turn off your objects. You might actually be able to see more.
Yeah, maybe. I never even thought
that.
of that. We've got like apartment buildings on all cameras coming out of that hairpin. Front pack keeping very tight right now. This is lap 2. Thanks again for watching, everybody.
And credit to Norman being up here in third place. Yeah, as you were kind of alluding to, with everyone just kind of there's contact there for third. But with everyone, yeah, kind of being like road courses really aren't a lot of people's strong suit, so it's trying to kind of make it through a race like this. So for anyone that's just maybe out here trying to collect as many points as they can, just have some fun, gain some experience.
Yeah.
They'll just be kind of taking it easy, hanging back, and just trying to keep the thing pointed in the right direction.
Yeah, Victor Delgado, the third here, currently focused on him. He got around Michael Norman. I don't have his car either, the 052, unfortunately.
Oh, I do. That is a nice looking Dodge.
Yeah, I got the stock Mopar Charger.
Actually,
the Mopar sponsor.
Actually, I just realized. I think that's Herbie from Herbie Fully Loaded. I think that's what that's supposed to be.
Oh yeah,
that's pretty cool. Oh boys, Norman almost gets into him. We got a spinner there. 117. Jonathan Peavy just went around, but managed to keep it going straight. Still green, but looks like maybe a little bit of rear end damage.
Yeah, and cautions are off tonight, but they will be calling them live in the game, so that way we won't have to do a 2.6 mile 3-lap yellow situation. So that's most leagues operate that way on road courses. We got Kinsey and Linscott and Hughes all battling in here for the 10th spot. Driving the wheels off that thing.
I love the 118, the little Looney Tunes on there.
So now, according to my... Oh, wait a second. Is this the same... Cody Linscott? Oh, I see. Linscott was supposed to be subbing for Peavy, but Peavy actually made the race.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jonathan Peavy, so that's what happened. Linscott was supposed to be driving the 117 for Peavy, but Peavy made it, so they bumped him up to the 118, so he got an extra driver. That's what it was.
A few guys kind of getting into the dirt through and after the S's. Battle going up to turn 1 here for the 8th position. Oh, dear.
Ooh, he saved it.
Oh!
Wow.
Ooh, nice job there, Peavy.
Speaking of Jonathan Peavy, let's put that in an instant replay. That was crazy.
You're not kidding there.
Want to know how to drive sideways at 120 mile an hour? That's how you do it. Great battle up the hill, hit the dirt. I don't even know if there was contact there. What a great save. That was a fantastic save. And he's got lots of rear end damage on that car, too.
Norman and Delgado are still going at it for the 4th spot here, going into the hairpin. Delgado's going to try to cross him over and have the preferred line off exit and gets the position.
We're watching Sir Video all over the back of Peavy there, but he slipped up a little bit. Peavy was able to get ahead of him. This is the battle for 7th. Where are we here? Oscar Ramos in 7th. 6th position, Josh Mercurio. Is there a camera angle to take me through this hairpin? I don't even know. Behind buildings.
Spectator is pretty far out.
Far, that's what I mean. I go to Spectator and I can't see anything on Spectator. I got a flip-flop between 1 and 2.
Although it is kind of cool about Spectator, though, you can see the front stretch, you can see the hairpin, and you can even see the end of the S's.
Yes, that's what I'd be kind of leaning on. Yeah. Oh, it looks like Snyder went around. He will get lapped.
Yeah, 22's been struggling a bit.
So I'm wondering what the fuel window is here. Maybe not so much the fuel, maybe more so tires.
In my experience, typically, the tires get worn out pretty badly to the point that you may risk actually blowing a tire before you run out of fuel.
Right. Yeah, Muyang off course there gave up a couple of spots.
Oh, no.
Yep, he went for a ride in the dirt.
Oh, yeah, that's running 3rd place in that. Is that a Lexus? What is that?
On the 68?
Yeah, that is a...
He's got Ford taped over it.
That is a Lexus.
It's been...
just put Ford on the... Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that's funny. It's been taped together. It's like a last-minute thing.
It's like, no, we need the Ford sponsorship money. We need to fix this. Oh, he's sending it.
I figured out a way to get through the hairpin with the camera angle. We'll just put her in helicopter mode.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that'll work out nicely.
Oh, yeah, so don't do TV2.
No, the TV1 and 2, you're behind buildings. So Muyang falls to
even
5th.
Worse.
Yeah. Michael Norman in front of him. So you're saying Victor Delgado was a familiar name to you when you heard him pop in here?
Yeah, that is oh, goodness.
Oh, lap traffic. Who was that?
That's not good. Oh,
Mark
and that's
Snyder
Mercurio in that. Ooh.
Mark Snyder just checking up a little bit. Let Josh collect that. They held it together, though.
Held it together, still green, I believe. But no, yeah. When I saw Victor Delgado out here, that is a name that I had not heard too much of as of late. But I just remember, yeah, at one point in time, his name was always floating around. And I'm wanting to say, and don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that he was in a lot of offline stuff too.
Okay.
So to see that name out here again is pretty cool. It's like one of those names that you don't expect to see, and then all of a sudden just kind of reappears. And Jack Merkel, for the series that I do over on my channel, was just like this. Was the same thing. I had raced with him probably like 5 years ago. Hadn't seen him ever since. And now all of a sudden he's back here racing Maverick, racing in an SCRA, and now giving Nick Gunther a run for his money for the race lead.
Yep, we were just focused on that, coming through those hairpins to the stripe. He caught him pretty good there. This is a great race up front. I'm trying to stay close to the front of the pack here. A lot of good racing all around this track. It's hard to find, you know, if you call something out, I'll do my best to focus on it.
Yeah, I'll try to keep cycling through everyone here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Benjamin Snyder just may have done the biggest curb hop I've ever witnessed.
Because even like, you know, cars could be fighting for 15th place. It'd be a great race to watch, you know, because if these leaders right now, the 1-2, coming up on some lap traffic here, they're pretty close to each other, but they're playing it safe.
Oh, yeah. And then you got a couple guys kind of closing in on Oscar Ramos here for 7th. That's PV and Trey Kinsey. Trey Kinsey, I still distinctly remember that finish at Pocono where he said, well, I'm either going to win this or not even finish. And Kamikaze turned to turn 3 and didn't quite work out. But
yeah,
I still remember that quite fondly.
Focused on Trey right there in the 80. They have caught Ramos. Let's see if they can get around him.
Yeah, Kinsey actually ran a personal best lap the last time by at a 36.9. For reference, I did run laps, and I mean, granted, I wasn't going super duper hard, but I turned a 38.1.
Nice.
And I like to think that I'm decent at road courses, but apparently not this one. Because
Yeah.
I would have been 5 seconds off the full speed.
Well, sometimes it's just consistency, right? I mean, if you're going to overshoot into the dirt and whatnot, that's horrible. You're better off to be maybe just a little bit slower, a little bit conservative, and you'll be there at the end. You know, you save a little bit of your stuff. You don't send it out into the grass or anything. You know, so like you said, just come out here, cut some laps, and keep a hold of it. You know, like that would be my goal.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm never going to win on a road course, but I do love road courses. If somebody gets to me, I just move over, let them go, you know.
Yeah. I think Josh Mercurio may have lost second gear. Or lost a gear or something because he had a really weird incident in the kink coming to the start-finish line last time by. Didn't look like he had any contact, but just kind of looped it. Well, not quite looped it, but got really loose.
We were just watching Trey there put the chrome horn on Peavy, but gave him the spot back.
Gentleman's rule there.
Yep. Racing hard, missed his mark a little bit.
Man, yeah, lap traffic at a road course is brutal.
They're doing a really good job of getting out of the way, though. So Ramos right now is catching up Mark Snyder here. Snyder's going to go wide. Yep, right there.
Ooh, here we go.
They're going to split them.
Almost. There was actually some contact there between Merkel and Gunther.
Oh, we do have some cars on the pit. Got Delgado in the pits. Got Young in the 42 coming out of the pits.
That's interesting. That tells me that Delgado's sitting there for a while. I wonder what happened. Something may have gone wrong because he was running really well.
Mm-hmm. Currently, everybody is still running. We still have 32 drivers active in the race. Dylan Young is 8 laps down. Cam Smith, 2 laps down. Benjamin Snyder, Mark Snyder, also 2 laps down. Steph Thomas, Jesse Bowling,
Oh!
Mike Carroll, and Ulysses Sandoval all 1 lap off the pace.
I think Delgado had an engine failure.
Oh, did he really?
He came out of the carousel and his engine went just dead silent.
Oh, wow. McIntyre. We're focusing on McIntyre here. He has right front is gone.
May have found the tire barrier at some point. That'll do that very quickly.
And that is definitely not where you want your wheel to be sitting.
Oh my goodness.
Now I wonder,
got
is
some
that
flat
is that a flat? I'm thinking that's probably a flat.
That's either a flat or he has hit a oh no, that is way worse. That looks like suspension damage.
It's possibly, yeah. We're going to find out here pretty quick. Matt McIntyre is able to get this thing repaired. He probably will be able to get it repaired.
I'm not laughing at anything other than really just the fact that I have not seen a car look like that.
Yeah, it is
in quite a while.
Yeah, it is euchred, to say the least.
Credit to him for even trying to just keep that thing going.
Currently
you have to
in
go a whole
first,
lap
is it
like that.
still Nick? Yeah, he came a long way like that because I followed him for a good little while. Third place is Muyang. Second place, Jack Merkel, and Nick Gunther in first. Now, Gunther has led 9 laps. This just in, Jesse Bowling, 2 laps down, has retired, and Victor Delgado III, engine clutch failure.
God, that is brutal.
Yeah, so the clutch is gone, which probably led to way more damage.
Mercurio. Michael Norman have been battling here pretty good. Looks like Mercurio finally got that spot on him.
Some great racing here tonight. Guys are driving sideways, some close calls. No catastrophic accidents yet. Our helicopter pilot is getting a workout. Helicopter might have to pit for fuel.
Yeah, land for just a moment. Maybe borrow Delgado's pit crew to try to fuel back up. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like the leaders here, at least the top 2, probably pitting 3-4 laps from now, maybe 5 at most.
Okay.
Unless they've been really, really good at saving their tires. I don't know exactly what the fuel window would be, but I'm pretty sure, and again, in my experience, this should end up being a 2-stop race.
Okay.
The pit window being around, at least for fuel, around 14 or 15 laps. That is a very rough estimate.
Yeah, like we were speculating too, it's probably more of a tire game, depending how hard you want to drive. Currently, we're just focused on the 77 there of RJ Bishop, currently running in 12th. Behind him, Tate Dorsey.
You just got to keep it clean, and you'll be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, like you said, you get a little bit of space and you just concentrate on hitting your marks, and if you can keep the thing clean, you get to the end, you get your points. And there's a lot of people here tonight that, if you can finish in front of a lot of guys, maybe you haven't been able to finish in front of at other tracks. Road courses definitely separate the field. What's up?
Michael Norman just spun out. The S is there from 5th place. Trying to lap, it's the 87, and looped it around.
Norman to the pits.
Not much harm done there, except for probably wearing out the tires. Out of that hairpin there, I can't see. Yeah, Ramos has been starting to struggle here a little bit.
Currently focused on Randy Panas here right now. He's in 20th at the line. It's a cool looking rig.
A lot of cool looking rigs here. Oh, Ulysses is currently facing the wrong way in about turn 3.
Ulysses to Poppy Sandoval?
Poppy
Yeah,
is
that's the wrong way,
going
Poppy.
backwards.
Poppy.
Wonder how long he's going to get away with that before the
I don't
game
know.
says, no, you don't.
Yeah, the game will eventually black flag you if you can't get that thing spun around.
I mean, admittedly, this is the safer play.
Yeah, he's going to back it into the corner, and then, you just hope that he doesn't. I don't know what he's
I feel
doing.
like you would have black flagged him by now.
I was thinking he might be.
Okay, now he's just having fun.
You got to be careful, though. You don't want to get in people's way, right? This is a points race.
Yeah.
There's Carnby Edward. We had notes on Edward. Is he a fill-in driver this evening?
32.
Yeah, the 32. Filling in for Zachary Hall.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Zach
Yeah.
Hall. Yeah, 32. Duh.
Yep, Carnby Edward in the 32. That is Zach Hall's car. Wasn't able to make it here this evening. Mr. Edward gracious enough to strap the wheel on the desk and go for a rip.
A nice looking Craven throwback, or
Yep.
Scott Pruitt, depending on how you look at it.
Yep.
Coming into
Geez, you could go
pits.
way back and it would be Waltrip.
That's true, yeah.
Daryl. Yeah.
Although it is the 32, so.
Yeah. Oh, right. He's on pit road right now as well. Who's that? PV is on pit road. So it looks like we're all pitting in here, like you said, right around 13 to 15 or so.
As Poppy is still going backwards. And leaders have only lost about a second or so on their lap times.
There's the 137 of Kev Hiller. That's a cool looking car too. Nice and simple. Currently running in 14th.
Gonna keep an eye on the front two here to see if anyone pits yet. The answer is no. Between the 55 and the 07.
Kez Hiller lost control. I think I said Kev Hiller. Kez Hiller lost control there in the dirt, got into the tire wall. That is what we like to call the Tarnation TV curse.
Oh.
Sorry, Kez. Wasn't my fault. Ulysses to Poppy Sandoval around again. League administration office in my ear right now. Ulysses Sandoval is being airlifted to the infield care center because he's accrued so many penalties. They've impounded his car. Keith Hughes put on a clinic
I felt like
right
that was
here.
going to bite him at some point. Sarah Cooper has been eating her Wheaties tonight. Only 13th.
A couple more retirees. Michael Norman has retired. Kez Hiller has retired. Nico
Norman?
Savidio has also retired. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I am going to
And McIntyre's still out
see
there.
what happened.
He was the one with the crushed in. We saw him with the flat tire, 738 of Matt McIntyre. He was able to limp that thing to the pits, and I clicked on the wrong thing. He limped it to the pits and got her fixed up.
Let's see, the 08 pitted. And we're just going about. Everything's looking all good. Huh. Looks like that may have just been a oh. I don't know if that was voluntary or if he just overcooked the hairpin, but he got in the wall there and decided, well, enough's enough.
That was it? Okay. Currently focused here on the 176 of Mario Racinos, running in 22nd.
Ooh, here's a development. Jack Merkel's in the pits.
Wow, the overtake right there, Kinsey. Racinos is a lap down. The entrance into that hairpin was crazy. Kinsey just driving away. So you're saying Merkel is in the pits. So he went 13 laps.
Merkel has pitted. Gunther is currently working the 15th lap. I would have to imagine he's probably going to respond in pit this time.
Checking out this advertisement here on, we got Guns N' Roses on the hood of Racinos.
That is cool.
Yeah, always have to get a look at some of these sponsors.
Yeah, like what's that on the front of the 55?
Lucas Garcia, that's a cool looking car, bright green. The 55, you said?
Yeah, it's Speedstorm.
That looks like, I don't know what that is. Speedstorm, Nick Gunther.
Is he going to pit this time?
Yep.
Okay.
This will be Nick's first pit stop at the end of lap 15.
So overcut versus undercut. Who's going to get the advantage here? Merkel pitted a lap before him. They were right on each other prior to that.
Excruciatingly slow pit speed, maxing out at 35 mile per hour.
Ugh. Oh, 32 has looped it in turn 1. Kept it out of any contact.
Staying focused on the race leader right now, Nick Gunther in the 55, getting to his pit stall.
Resume there.
This will be full service, no doubt about this.
I'm going to try to find the 07 here. There he is, went into the hairpin. Onto the front straightaway. Where are they going to come out? Pretty much right where they were.
Right. It's amazing how that happens, eh?
So overcut nor undercut really worked. They just evened out.
Well, we were talking when the race before the race started. Make sure you subscribe to these other channels. I'm putting it on the screen right now. These other great channels to witness all the great NASCAR Racing 2003 season coverage. Top Dragster Network, Flat Out Racing Network, Fluid Studios. That's Brian Wolf's page. Of course, follow JTN as well. JTN usually covers these races, but whenever they're not able to do it,
I think the caution just came out.
we're lucky to have Tarnation TV do this stuff here. So yeah, definitely check out JTN, Fluid, FRN, and the Top Dragster Network. All those links in the descriptable beneath. Do we have full course yellow?
Based on the fact that it looks like Gunther and Merkel are just kind of putzing around right now, I would say so.
Yeah, we can tell if they're not at full speed or not. It's funny, like they're not going slow enough for me to think this is under yellow right now, but they also aren't.
Oh, I see why.
What do you got? What do you want me to focus on?
33, Sierra Cooper turned the second, I guess you would call it chicane, went off track, then got hit by the 117, and then they merged together and started flipping.
Oh, geez. On the 33, we're going to rewind this. Check this out in the replay.
And 33 and 117. Oh, and then the 117 got a hit there from the 111 to boot. So that would not surprise me if that is what caused the yellow.
Okay, we're checking out the 33 right now. Sierra Cooper is on pit road. She... Oh, yeah, actually got rolled. It wasn't even a high... Oh, wow, it wasn't even a high-impact accident. But we had the... Is that Peavy? It is.
That is Peavy. Boy, it's been a...
They got hooked together and just chucked them.
That is the one thing about this old game is
sometimes
a little bit of lag.
Yeah,
not good.
Tiny bit of lag, and they just start pile driving each other. So yeah, that would definitely be cause for a caution.
Yeah, that has warranted the yellow here. Now, here's something a little bit interesting here. Oscar Ramos was actually able to stretch it. Looks like the longest.
He's currently in
the
first.
race leader. Yeah. Because he has definitely not pitted yet.
He has not. According to my stats, drivers that have not pitted: Oscar Ramos Jr., Sierra Cooper, Lucas Garcia, Mike Carroll, Michael Norman Kessler. They're retired. But yes, a very, very small group of drivers have not pit yet. Lucas Garcia has also retired with a tire problem, It actually says tire problem.
If he blew a tire and
Yeah, it must have blown a tire,
it?
and couldn't make it back to the pits to get it fixed.
Yeah, that's usually how they'll call that one. No, I will ask just because I checked out the stream and just kind of saw that graphic of like all the channels that you recommended. And
Yep, I'll put it back up.
how'd you get my logo there?
I made it.
I
want
was
it?
going to say, because right now a logo does not exist.
Right, because so what I did, I know that Seth Cole kind of reconfigured your broadcast look. So I looked at what he did and just recreated it. So
Yeah, that works.
yeah, I did that was a quick one. I can definitely spruce it up a little bit if that's what you want.
Oh, hey, you've already given me the background footage that I've got. You've helped me a ton with OBS and everything that I'm doing. And I really can't thank you enough for any of that. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just having fun with it.
Oh, yeah.
What you do and what Seth does and what Joe does and what Brian does is, I still argue that, at least at the moment, it is in another ballpark compared to what I do. I just have fun with it. It's a basic, simple setup. I'm on a little laptop here.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the great thing about
PC
OBS
setup.
being free and very low impact. It's awesome fun to have, you know. But yeah, man, we're all in this together. So that's the great thing about this. Looks like Oscar is now going to go to the pits.
The 8's going to join him. 91's going in there. I think 91's a lap down. Yeah, how many cars do we have on the lead lap
I wonder if I
here?
could change pit lane 2 and actually maybe get a better view of this hairpin. Maybe that's what I'll do. Let's do that.
Let me see. I'm also just going to see what happens if I turn off objects and just see what happens. Just for the heck of it.
Now I'm changing pit lane 2 to actually encompass this entire hairpin.
If I go to trackside objects and I put none or minimal, you know, what'll happen here? Might look very. Oh wow, yeah, that looks very weird.
Barren wasteland.
You'll see the hairpin, but
yeah. So I
everything else is pretty empty.
I just readjusted pit lane 2, and it looks like this. So we're back live here again. So I'll have to kind of pause it for a second to readjust some cameras. But yeah, we'll see what that looks like coming back around. Pit lane 2. Let's write that down so I'm not fumbling.
Oh, did you like free cam it?
Free camming it. Yep. Tyler Mallon, you legend.
Oh, I love it.
The thing with free cam is you can't use it live. So you want to know the trick because we're live? You pause it and play it really quick. So technically, if I'm 1 second behind, I'm technically in a replay. So I can do cool stuff like this. Even though
okay. So
Yeah.
you're like on a slight little delay there, but you're still letting it play. Okay.
it's like a quarter second. Like I have a number pad on my keyboard. I hit 5 twice because 5 will pause. 5 is your pause and play control. So if you hit it twice really quick, you literally put yourself a half second behind, but then you're technically in a replay because free cam only works in a replay.
Huh.
It won't work live, but you have to just pause and play really fast. It's a little trick I figured out a while back.
See what I mean? See what I mean with this guy being so savvy?
Yeah, it's nobody's ever done that in live broadcast before. They've never got that. You know, they don't hit this. Like again, I have to hit pause, play real quick. I can get into the free cam. I can spin around on the cars. I can fly right into Nick Gunther's windshield. He has what color shoes is he has no feet. That's different. I didn't know that about you, Nick. No feet.
That's how he's so fast. He's saving weight.
Yeah. We can go through the field here really quick. So there's Nick Gunther, Jack Merkel, Joshua Mercurio, Evan Potter, Garson Muyang, Oscar Ramos Jr., Keith Hughes, Tate Dorsey, Kinsey. Who's Kinsey? Trey Kinsey.
Trey.
Can't remember Edward. The first name, sorry, guys. Carnby. Carnby Edward. Yep. Carroll. Who's Carroll? What's his first name? Mike.
Mike.
We have McIntyre in the 738. He's got all 4 wheels back on her. Gutierrez in the 81. Gravois in the 107. Lynn Scott in the 118. Smith in the 88. Campos in the 8. Young in the 42. Panas in the 87. Thomas in the 91. Bishop in the 77. Mark Snyder in the 27. And Peavy in the 117. And there's our pace car being driven by a couple of weirdos. Take a look at these guys. I don't know about that guy on the right. He's got a weird mustache. I don't approve of that. But they are now headed back into the pits, which means that we are probably getting ready to go green here very shortly.
And Fields giving the pace car a bit of a gap here. I think that's usually what kind of solves the issue here. And we just got word as to why Ulysses was driving backwards.
Okay.
He had no gears left.
Wow. Gears.
He had nothing but reverse. Over 3 wide.
Holy moly. That's amazing.
Oh my gosh. They just took Potter 3 wide in the middle. Oh, man.
Wasted no time.
Not at all. They are all stacked here, somehow keeping it clean so far. Holy. No matter your experience level, restarts at this track are sketchy.
Yeah.
And then apparently Ulysses just kept driving until eventually he even shredded reverse.
Really, eh?
According
That's
to him
amazing.
in chat right now. Well,
Benjamin Snyder in the YouTube corrected me. His shoes are actually black. I thought he had no shoes, but Nick actually does have black shoes. So he does have feet. The mystery has been solved.
They're just camo.
Obsidian black, the void.
Whoa,
the race for first.
Mercurio.
Yeah, I was going to say,
goodness.
Mercurio is racing on 2 wheels. That's one way to save tires.
Wow, yeah.
Just stand her up.
You're not going to wear out the tires if they're not touching anything.
No, exactly. Here we come into a hairpin. Let's try out our new camera angle. This is way better than the garbage they put in here. It's a great track with great cameras, except for this one turn, so.
Yeah, it's like the one exception.
Yeah. This is a way better one.
It's keeping it relatively clean here, which is good to see. Mu Young has now gotten by Mercurio, who spins him out.
Unbelievable. Instant penalty for Mercurio. He has been airlifted to the league office. It's like a Super Mario Kart red shell. Mercurio will be eliminated. Mu Young actually got it back in there with just throttle hop in that thing.
Eliminated.
Mu Young is very good at driving everywhere. He was on the grass going faster than I would be going down the straightaway. He didn't even lose that many spots. Josh legit turned him. Maybe lost 3 or 4 spots.
Oh man, yeah,
he's
now
racing angry now though.
Ground again.
Yeah,
and
he's
his
really
reserve driver for Joseph Landy Pavlon, who is now in chat, who just gave it the old upside down smiley.
Yeah. Well, some stats on Joshua Mercurio. He did win at Rockingham in August, looking for his second win in 2024 and his first road course win ever. Would become 5th-time, multi-time winner if he wins Sonoma.
It has been a very eventful night for the 117. He just about spun out Cam Smith, but then actually managed to bump him again and point him in the right direction.
The 117.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to back that up. Take a look at it.
That was pretty funny.
He was spinning and then actually got straightened out?
he was spinning out the 88 and then actually corrected him, being like, oh, sorry, here you go.
Oh, yeah. He helped the 88 get right back to where he needed to be.
I mean, that's a good way to... I mean, honestly, I've done that. I've done that to people. It's like, whoops, sorry. Here, let me Let me
Yeah,
help you
sorry
with
about that. Bump.
Let me get you back on it here. I feel like the
Evan
55 or the '07 is going to be the favorite here.
Evan Potter got into the grass there a little bit here in the 111. He collected it. I say grass. It's not really grass anymore. It's all burned out. The dead grass.
Yeah, it's the deserts of California.
Yep. There's Keith Hughes in sixth position.
Now, I
The
wonder
32 at Carnby Edward right on him. Yep, sorry, go ahead.
accurate. No, I was just going to say, I wonder how accurate they made the drag strip. And I say that because this is where the NHRA Nationals are, too.
Oh, okay.
And being the drag racing nerd that I am, hence the YouTube name.
Yep.
It's always cool to me that in a lot of versions of Sonoma, even the drag strip is actually very well detailed, including the Christmas tree.
Oh,
It's
cool.
awesome. Don't know if this version has it, but
where is it?
Regardless of that, is neat. So it'll be pretty much right next to the front straightaway, like right next to the start-finish line. So, like, when you're driving a lap, it will be on driver's right.
Right after you come through that hairpin.
Pretty much the Christmas tree would probably be shortly after that little kink just before the start-finish line.
Okay, I think I have seen that in previous versions of Sonoma. Currently focused back on Nick Gunther in first place position.
And back through the rest of the field here while you do that.
Right behind him, Jack Merkel. These guys all day long up front.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's going to be one of these two. Mercurio's got a good car. Ooh.
Always going for the pass.
Ooh.
Can't pull it off.
Gonna have a good line through here, though.
Yeah, Gunther's got the fast line.
Power off there. Going to hold on to it. And once the final pit stop happens, if these two stay close enough together, ooh, man,
Yeah.
this is going to be a dogfight.
Yep.
These two have raced against each other for years. Ooh, 07 nearly bins it. Getting sideways there on the curb. But oh yeah, these guys have raced each other a lot. They know each other well, I'm sure. And they know what each other are capable of. I mean, Mercurio's still lurking, but I still just don't think that he's quite got that next level that those two have.
Right,
Those
like
two
you
have been on
need
another planet throughout
something.
the
Yeah,
race.
like he's kind of maybe just hanging out. You know, like you said, follow the line. These
That's
guys,
true, yeah.
You don't need to race them. Third place is good. You got to remember, too, there is 33 drivers that started this race. So, I mean, if you can finish third, that's very, very good.
That would be fantastic. Although Nick Gunther and Jack Merkel both ran their respective fastest laps of the race just that last lap. Gunther with the 1:35.7 is the fastest lap currently.
Nick Gunther with a 95.7. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah, you've got it in miles per hour.
Yeah, 93.666 miles per hour.
Oh, that's scary.
It doesn't... Something might be wrong with that. That doesn't look right to me. Sometimes those stats are a little bit off. Because if the car flickers when it's going down the front straight, like it thinks you're in a different spot when you go over the line.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Remember we had that one guy a couple weeks ago was doing 1,200 mile an hour. Did like a 4-second lap because he glitched out on the start finish line. It was hilarious.
Boy, we got quite a battle here for it looks like. I believe that is the fifth position. Yeah, Keith Hughes, Trey Kinsey, and oh my gosh, Carnby Edward going at it here. As actually looks like Keith is going to let them by. But yeah, they were getting pretty darn close together. Now, okay, that is something I should have noted earlier on. In the laps that I drove, if you map the throttle in first gear off of that final hairpin,
right,
that is just tire spin central.
Oh, yeah.
You either got to be in second gear or you really got to just feather on the throttle. Oh my goodness. These guys are really bringing the heat now. Jack Merkel down now into the 35.4s. Gunther 35.6 that last lap. I definitely know that they're going to be pitting another lap because I think they're saying to heck with the tire wear. I've got some ground to make up here.
I think you're right. Like, it's like, you know what? We're going to have to pit again anyway. You might as well use it all up.
Yeah.
Almost driving sideways through some of these turns.
Taking the curves.
Yep.
Yeah,
use the whole track.
curve
That's
off.
why they paved it.
Oh. Seems like in the long run, Merkel may have a slight advantage on the 55, but boy, if it is an advantage, it's not a big one. These two are very, very, very even, relatively speaking.
They have pulled away a little bit from Mercurio. So if we
He
have a
himself
car
just ran a fast lap last lap.
headed into the pits there.
Ooh. Yeah, Oscar Ramos also kind of finding the trouble that is that final hairpin there and getting on the gas. Big Kinsey also with a good lap time there, 136.3. Starting to close in for fourth place.
Again, current drivers that have retired: Benjamin Snyder, Jesse Bowling, Victor Delgado III with an engine clutch failure, Ulysses Sandoval with a gearbox failure, Nico Servideo retired, Kez Hiller retired, Michael Norman retired, Mario Racinos retired, a tire problem for Lucas Garcia has retired, and an accident with Sierra Cooper, she has also retired.
Humble.
And currently 14 cars on the lead lap.
And now the question is, who's going to pit first?
Mm-hmm. Or do they go together? Yeah, because the last time it was Merkel that pit first, correct?
By only a lap. And they ended up pretty much coming out exactly where they did the last time. Not really anything gained or lost by either driver. So,
but you've also got that extra lap, right? Like, that's a thing to think about also. This is a long track.
Extra. Oh, you mean like?
Yeah, like if he goes in and then, you know, say Merkel goes around one more time, he's going to have a little bit fresher tires coming out of that final flag.
Yeah, you would. And that's why I was thinking that Merkel may have been able to undercut him that last time, but I was surprised that he didn't. So that makes me wonder that maybe the tire wear isn't nearly as significant as we initially may have thought, especially the fact that these guys are still tearing it up in the 135s.
Yeah. Yeah, focused on Nick right now, 135.6, 135.8. That was last lap, respectively, between Gunther and Merkel. And now a word from our sponsor. No, I'm kidding.
You got to save that for the last lap. Come on,
we
man.
Can't, yeah, three turns to go and go to a commercial break.
Yeah, 3 corners to go. They go side by side through the S's. Commercial.
Yeah, yeah.
And checking through the field here once again. Yeah, everyone's still just kind of on their own for now. I believe Mo Young may have had a little bit of an issue there, but still running 10th.
Merkel to the pits.
Oh, interesting.
Joshua and Nick both staying out.
With 12 coming to 11 to go.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I'm
Ramos.
surprised that he's pitting that early. Let's see. When did we go green?
Excellent question. I have no idea.
Let me find out here.
It's been a while. I mean, this pit stop will definitely get him to the end. Nick having to deal with some lap traffic here now. Cam Smith in the 88 will yield to Nick.
Okay, so let's see. So Jack went about, looks like about 10 laps since the caution, but of course they had run a few laps between when they pitted and when the caution came out. So
Right.
he was probably pretty close to his number. So,
Right, I see what you mean. So a few caution laps, obviously you're not cooking tires.
yeah. Let's see if Gunther responds. Got lap traffic in front of him. Oh, watch out for Dylan Young.
Gunther is now headed to the pits.
He will respond. Okay, so let's see
is
if
Josh.
if the undercut is going to come into play this time.
And the 42 of Dylan Young in that red car, you can see him coming down too. So Josh is in.
I'm going to watch for the
On board with Cam
07.
Smith. Oh, tag the
Find it. Where
wall.
is it? There he is. We're coming to the end of the S's here. I know that he is going to be pushing for everything that he's got on this lap. Try and see if he can actually get past 55, who's getting his 4 tires.
25
go.
laps led by Nick Gunther in the 55 car. Oscar Ramos has 2 laps led, and that's it.
Oh.
Nobody
close.
else has led a lap. Oscar Ramos and Nick Gunther, that is all.
That is it. I know Merkel wants to get on that list now because guess what? We've got 10 laps to go. These guys have made their final stop. It's on.
Yep.
Oh, nearly gets into his bumper. Yeah, these once again they came out just dead even of where they went in.
Yeah, that's wild. That shows you how consistent they are on their pit stops. Like nobody messed that up. They got in under green, made their stop, a lap apart from each other, and now they're bumper to bumper again. Oh, 3 wide going through there.
Lap traffic.
Good
Merkel
move by
trying to use that to his advantage.
Yeah, Evan Potter did a great job of getting out of their way.
Oh my gosh, look at this though. Helicopter view.
Yeah, I've got it on spectator view right now.
Merkel gets it.
Gunther looks like he's swinging the back out. You know what I mean? Like almost drifting.
He's really, he's getting after it. I know that he wants it back.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he's
Maybe
going to want it back.
I might breed some patience for right now. You know, you got to, oh my goodness.
He's going for it.
Well, I take that back.
Wow, he got him in the hairpin?
Oh, if he powers off, and he does. Oh.
Unbelievable. Wait.
Oh, no, not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
This is awesome.
Oh, they are using the entire track. I need to just keep this on helicopter camera because
keep it straight, guys.
Look at these guys.
How did they go side by side through there?
So think about this. Who's in third watching this? Because they're going to be catching.
Got to be Mercurio.
There's still 8 laps to go here, so.
Still side by side.
Yeah, currently
and Merkel powers off the corner, gets it back.
Because currently this is a battle for 5th because those other cars in front.
Yeah, he's still got a few that have stayed out. Oscar Ramos is the leader at the moment. Out of the 32. Wow, that was a great battle right there. Merkel.
Yeah. These other drivers in front of them, the 3 cars in front of those guys, will need to pit before the end of this thing. So that currently in first, the 5 of Oscar Ramos Jr. looks like he is going to pit right now.
Is this the 32?
32 as well, yep. And the 80 was the other car in the mix.
Yeah, I think we'll be back to normal here.
Trey is still out on the course in second. Nope, he's been changed to first position now. So your new race leader.
Oh!
Ooh!
They're going at it again.
Who's this, 55?
55 and 07.
Okay.
Gunther actually got to his outside through that hairpin with lap traffic in play.
I don't have enough cameras. I was focusing on the leader, Trey Kinsey. But Trey will need to pit.
Kinsey is still out there. Okay. Oh,
yep.
yeah, you're right.
Yep. Ramos went in. Trey took over the lead. So now we have 3 different leaders tonight. We have Nick Gunther with 25 laps led, Oscar Ramos with 3, and Trey Kinsey has 1. And there has only been 1 yellow flag here with 2 laps under yellow. Fantastic race. But now a word from our sponsor.
If you dare.
The Grassy Knoll in turn 11. Or not.
Oh, my brain just went places it probably shouldn't have as soon as you said that. Oh, dear. Oh, man, look at Gunther. Just send it.
These guys, yeah, I cannot take the camera off these guys now. There's 7 laps left in this thing.
I'm going to try and keep cycling through here. It looks like, I believe Kinsey, nope, he's staying out, so still going to be the leader for the time being.
Right. Currently showing Gunther in 5th with Merkel in 4th. This is going to change when we come around.
Yeah, no doubt. The scoring updates.
Yeah, the ticker.
Helicopter view is a great way to kind of see like how they're taking their braking approaches. Yeah.
Yeah. So the ticker will update momentarily. Jack Merkel just crossed the start-finish line, credited for 2nd position, with Trey Kinsey in 1st in the 80 car.
And a blister of a lap right there with a 135.2, 135.4 for Gunther that last lap. And I just got word from Ben Snyder in the chat that he thinks that Kinsey is going to try to make it to the end. Oh, really? We got lap traffic. Oh!
Door banging with lap traffic, no big deal. Wheel to wheel, that's the way to do it.
Gunther's going to get by there. It seems like Merkel will pull away a little bit, but then just not far enough that it's like he's pulling away. Mm-hmm. He'll get a car. He'll get a couple car lengths, and then it looks like especially in this particular section, Gunther is just so good through that double apex.
Yeah,
and he makes up a lot of it.
Shout out to the 107 there, Jarrett Gravois, for letting those leaders skip by nice and clean like that. He did get a little bit of a door slap from Merkel, but.
Lap traffic is just brutal on these road courses, especially a narrow one like this.
Yeah. I will keep that black box in the top corner of the screen there, in the top left. That is real time at the line. That will trump the ticker that's going across the top of your screen right now. The ticker will take a minute or 2 to reset because there's so many drivers. Where that right there you can see is instantaneous update. 13 seconds from the leader, the 07. Getting word from administration that the 80 might try to make it the entire way.
That would be very impressive. But then again, if we weren't really paying attention to what he may have done under that caution. Or maybe if he short pitted and just took fuel or something.
Yeah, because he has 2 pit stops. He has made 2 pit stops according to my stats. Trey Kinsey, 2 pit stops. Jack Merkel, 2 pit stops. Nick Gunther, Joshua Mercurio, Oscar Ramos. They have all pitted twice, so they should be good to go to the end.
And we've seen both of those pit stops from all the leaders here. My gosh, these guys are bringing it now. We're down to the 35.1s. They both ran that last lap. 35.1s. More lap traffic up here.
Yeah, we will keep trained here on the battle for 2nd place between the 55 and the 7 of Gunther and Merkel. And like I said, that black box in the top left-hand corner of your screen there, that's real time at the line. So that's the, we can just follow that gap from the 80 with an average of 83 mile an hour.
Oh, there's Bumper, bumps him.
Letting him know he's there.
Could not make it, he's in.
Yeah. These guys are great, man. They're racing each other hard and clean, and they're not afraid to use the horn.
They're not. But Gunther ended up losing a bit of time that time.
They just leapfrogged the 80.
Yeah, I saw him on pit road there. He
80
couldn't make
is
it.
on. Yep, he has pitted.
Keeping an eye on everything else going on here. Making sure I'm not missing anything else.
Wow.
68 has gotten back up to the 8th position. I think that may even become 7th. Dave Dorsey
There's
and
Cody
Keith Hughes, I
Lindstad.
think, will be top 5.
Yep. Cody Lindstad got here in the 118 lap down. We'll focus on
Oh,
him.
man.
He will yield to Merkel. And he will also allow
55.
Nick. Hats off to the lap traffic. You guys are doing a great job. I see the leaders coming. They're just giving them space. You don't need to slam the brakes on and park it, but they just kind of let the guys know. Take me left, take me right.
Yep. Oh my gosh, look at this.
Yep. Helicopter cam is doing justice tonight.
Oh boy. Going into this hairpin, what is Nick going to do? Defensive
Nick.
line from Merkel.
Yeah.
Send it around the outside. Gonna get
He's
good power
trying.
off.
Wow. Yeah. I wonder what's the fastest way through there. I mean, the short line has to be the fastest way through that.
Well, yeah, but then it's just a matter of how you can get back onto the gas.
Mhm.
You got 4 laps to go. Gunther has given it everything. For both these guys, like, they are not leaving anything on the track.
Yeah, and I will not break away from this battle for the lead. This is by far, and there's a lot of good battles going on all around this track right now, but these guys.
Actually, from what I'm seeing, I'm kind of cycling through here. This is indeed the hottest battle. As it stands,
Black
Oof.
flag on Jarrett Gravois. He is 2 laps down.
ooh, good exit there for the 55. I don't think he's quite going to be close enough to try to send it here.
I'm thinking that black flag for Jarrett is probably a speeding penalty because a lot of people are making their pit stops now, so it might have been an entrance penalty, an exit penalty, or a speeding penalty on pit road. You will have 3 laps to serve that.
Gunther back to him here. How is he going to take the hairpin this time around? Again, trying to send it around there. Oh, he got a little wide. It's all right. Just regroup.
Yep, no big deal. He'll just follow him through it.
Yep. 3 to go. Yeah, I could tell that he really tried to turn wide on the entrance of that final turn in the S's there, but couldn't quite get it to the apex and ended up running wide and had to check up. So that will cost him a couple car lengths there. And 2/10.
On board with Nick Gunther in the 55 from second place.
Merkel, I think at this point, he's got to be mistake-free. I think that is crucial for him right now. As long as he stays mistake-free, I think he's looking pretty good. I got some lap traffic a bit further up the way, including the 27, who will definitely come into factor here. Here's where Gunther has been really good in closing in on that 07.
Yeah, riding cockpit view here with the 55. It's great to see the line, you know, like using the entire track, like not even afraid to put a couple wheels in the dirt just to help the car move. Oh no! That'll close the gap.
Oh yeah, and that is an unhappy move right there.
That looked like a please
that looked
move.
like a what was that?
Yeah, that looked like a please move push onto the pink car there, Mark Snyder.
That was not a please. That was a
no. You need to get out of the way.
Here.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, luckily for us, we're right where we were.
Oh, it's gonna happen again.
Wow.
Oof.
These guys are navigating lap traffic like it's a minefield here. Couple laps to go.
I hate to admit it though, but that may have been the opening that Gunther needed.
It's possible, yeah. It really did close the gap. Not being able to get around Snyder.
Oh,
Could
man,
be
we got,
interesting post-race interviews, so stay tuned after the checkered flag.
this is going to be something.
Ooh, tucking the nose inside.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Who's going to outbrake who? Gunther later on the brakes. Sending us to 07. Oh, game on.
Wow. We're coming to
They're
the
not
white
gonna yield.
flag. No.
They'll not go.
Wow.
Contact
How
through
these
the dirt.
guys have not wrecked each other, I have no idea. These guys are they're just great drivers.
Man, that's cool. But Gunther has got the lead back. Kicking it sideways. He's going to spin it.
He actually spun out.
No.
He lost control.
Oh. No, no, no. And lost it again trying to get under power.
Oh, no. Yeah, he started skating that thing sideways. He's so far ahead, though. He's still going to end up with second place.
Yeah. Fancy that. But yeah, it's all the points that he needs. He's going to extend his lead.
Yeah,
But,
that's crazy.
Man, that... Yeah, if you don't think that these guys were giving it everything that they had, that was everything.
Everything. Yeah. And again, the first and second place battle, it's probably still going to end with first and second place. The gap that they had, a 26-second gap to third off the leader.
Yeah.
You know, like...
I think Mercurio had some other issues. Ran like a 46 or something on that previous lap. Actually, yeah, he's almost in trouble with the 5.
So on board here with the first place car, the 07 Jack Merkel. What an absolute clinic these guys were putting on here. Racing each other so hard. They almost lost it multiple times. And even when Gunther did get a little bit loose there.
Yeah, I think Gunther might be driving maybe just a little bit upset. I know him. He's a fiery competitor, so I know that he's going to be less than thrilled about
Yeah, I mean, he's still going to get the
second
second place finish, but I mean, wow, what phenomenal run.
Fantastic battle. Merkel wins it officially at the stripe. In one of the hardest fought fights that I've certainly witnessed in quite a bit of time on a road course.
Yeah, phenomenal. The last 20 laps of that thing, man.
Gunther gets second.
Yep, Nick Gunther will lock in second position.
Mercurio just over Ramos for third.
What a race. Wow.
What a race indeed.
Yeah, we don't even know what to say.
I'm gonna get another. I gotta see that again just to.
You know, the fact that they raced that hard and Gunther got a little bit loose there, went around, and was still able to finish second. Even running that hard, they still drove away from everybody. 25-second gap. Yep.
But yeah, he was kicking it out that whole time, and that one time was just one too many. The car just could not quite hold on to it.
Thanks again to everybody for watching and tuning in this evening for the broadcast. 150 views this evening on this race. So thanks everybody so much for watching this thing. Hopefully you had a good time. What a fantastic race. One yellow flag for 2 laps. That was it. The rest of this thing was green. 10 cars on the lead lap. 30. How many started this thing? 33 started. 10 finished on the lead lap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 8 or 9 retirees all around. Awesome run. Here comes Gunther to give him the congratulations bump.
Yep, that was a. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that was just hard racing as you can for the win. I don't think either guys really got anything that they could be ashamed of, or
No.
if anything, I think that they should both be really damn proud of the not only the clinic that they put on, but just the battle that they had was phenomenal. And yeah, as you said, they kept it clean. The only deal that did happen there at the very end was just pushing it that little bit too hard, and ended up on the side of the 55. But yeah, I think they both really got to keep their heads held high after a phenomenal race.
And you know what? We have to thank them for phenomenal broadcast, because you mean how else are we doing such a good job if we're not watching a fantastic race? You know.
It definitely is easier to commentate a battle as opposed to everyone's spread out.
Yeah, well, with that many drivers on track too, there's definitely all kinds of great stuff going on. So it was all around fantastic. I'll let you do the interview thing while I get this post race set up. Post race brought to you in part by Top Dragster. Follow Andrew's Top Dragster channel. Links in the description below. Hit the thumb bell and prescribe for more.
Hit the thumb bell and the yeah, make sure you hit the subscribe bell.
Yep. To be notificationed for all future events. Yeah, so we get to talk with Joshua, I think, right?
Yeah.
Mercurio was third, I believe. Yeah. Is he gone?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's there.
No, he's down in the waiting room here. I don't have the ability to bring him in, but you do.
Oh, you don't? Do I? Let's see if I do. Oop. No, I do not.
No? Well,
no.
No, phooey. Okay.
As the people who are broadcasting, we do not have control of anything. Thanks for watching. Keep your stick on the ice. All right, let's fire up the statistics here. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching the Sonoma, the Northern California 150 Tarnation TV at the Maverick Cup Series here at the High Voltage Racing League.
I'm still out of breath.
Yeah. Yeah, 25.
That was fun, though.
Oh, a lot of fun. Yeah. We have never raced, we have never done a circuit.
You said you never did a road course.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun to do it, man. Especially that one. That was great. Otherwise, the weird camera is in the hairpin, but we fixed that because of Tyler Mallon with the free cam utility. So thanks, Tyler Mallon, for that one. I was able to remedy that situation and get a good angle on that hairpin. TV 1 and 2 both blocked entirely by buildings, but easy fix.
It all worked out.
Yep, easy fix. Just move that thing, and hopefully everybody got a good angle on that. Try to bring it to you the best I can.
Speaking of moving, we got Mercurio in here.
We do. Let's do it.
Yeah,
hey guys.
Got a copy there, Josh?
Yep, I hear you.
Yeah, man, a third place run there. Yeah, you were probably the closest on speed to those top two compared to pretty much anyone else. So credit to you for that one, and managing to hold on to third there at the very end there, battling Oscar. But yeah, it seemed like it was a challenging track with a lot of obstacles kind of thrown in there. Lap traffic and tire wear kind of being on and off from what it seemed like. So I guess kind of give me an idea of what it felt like out on track there, and just trying to keep that thing pointing in the right direction.
Yeah, it was obviously quite the challenge. Car was actually pretty loose if you threw it in the corners, which is a fun challenge. And then, lap traffic. It sucks, but theoretically everybody gets the same cards dealt, right? I have a feeling, a theory that the leader gets preferential treatment because he's got the 1 next to his name on the F2 screen. So it's a bit easier for the leader to go by, I think. But everybody else, we're dealing with the same characters, all of us. So not necessarily like it's unfair treatment or anything like that.
I get you. Yeah, I definitely know that everyone was kind of, and there was some times that we definitely saw even the leaders having some trouble. But thanks just kind of narrow road course racing like that. I will just ask kind of how tire wear may have come into that, because normally I'm used to these versions of Sonoma being pretty heavy on tires, but didn't seem like it was quite the case at this one. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, actually, so the front 2 were just amazing as per usual. They were fast and they were saving the tires just so smooth. I think everybody else was falling into the trap of overdriving a couple of the corners and scuffing the fronts of the rears. So I think I could keep up with them if there was no tire wear today, but I started to fall off after 5-6 laps. So definitely was a factor tonight. Just didn't seem like it because the leaders are so good at what they do.
Yeah, they definitely put on a clinic. But hey, you put on a pretty good race yourself there. You're able to keep up with them for quite a while, and still going to finish with the top 3 there. Of course, Blaine, if you got anything for him. I mean, this is your broadcast, of course. I don't want to take over too much.
Oh no, you taking over is fantastic because it lets me do some behind the scenes things, man. But yeah, what a fantastic race to watch. Not too many laps led by anybody other than Gunther and Merkel, man. But I mean, you were right there watching these guys. Were you just biding your time? Were you trying to catch them? Like what's going through your head when you're seeing these guys fight this hard in front of you like this? But they're actually they were able to pull away.
Yeah, they were fighting pretty hard, but I don't think they ever got side by side until I was far in the rear view. So I was hoping that I could stick around and then they'd start getting punchy and I could capitalize, because I know I just don't have the raw pace that they do. But that just never happened. They played it smart. They waited for the right time to make their moves, and it was when I was gone. So that's just how it happens sometimes.
No, man, it was a great race to watch. I mean, front to back, only had the 1 yellow flag come out. Yeah, man, congratulations on the top, the third place finish there. Podium finish. That's the word I'm looking for.
There we go. Thank you.
Thanks, Josh.
Oh wait, can I give some shout outs before I head out?
For sure, 100%.
Yeah. So I don't know if anybody recognizes, but the top 3 today also race in my series on Tuesdays. That's following up the Maverick Cup series. So if anybody's interested in a cool new format, we run timed races. So each race is exactly 1 hour. And Andrew Miller and Blaine broadcasted the race last week. So if anybody's interested in racing with us at NNSCRA, you could check us out on Facebook. And we have a Discord that's kind of roaming around there somewhere. But yeah.
Yeah, that was very cool. If you wanted to check out the broadcast, you can go to Top Dragsters. We basically flipped the roles. Andrew was the host and I was the co-host. And then this week, I'm the host and Andrew's the co-host. So the timed races were very, very cool. So yeah, lots of leagues going on here, man. And yeah, did you have any more shout-outs? Sorry to interrupt.
No, just happy. Thanks for Ben putting on this league, and thanks for everybody showing up and having a great competition tonight.
Thanks, buddy. Have a good night, man. Congratulations again on the number 3 finish.
Thank you.
See you next week, Josh.
Mr. Nick.
Yep, that is our second place finisher. I know probably what you're feeling in your head, but I do have to say you drove an incredible race. The battle that you and Jack had was fantastic. And I do think that you've got a lot to be proud of, but I know you well enough to know that that's going to burn a bit. But I still think you got to give yourself some credit for how you drove that battle between you two.
Well, it's hard to beat Jack Merkel in anything, really. That's why he's one of the best in the community, and we, thankfully he was able to put on a challenge to for me to make me defend this race win from last season.
And if you gave him every bit of competition, he gave you every bit of competition there. You guys had kept it clean pretty much for maybe just a little bumper or two here and there, but hey, that's just hard racing. But knowing that, like, even once he got by you, and even when he would get out by like half a second there toward the end, I know that maybe one or two things may have gone your way to close back in, but also at the end of the day, you had to really dig in deep to try to get back up to him. Just kind of tell me what was going through your mind when you were swinging that car around all those corners, because man, you were kicking that thing out.
I mean, we kind of lost this race due to the 111 there, unfortunately. We kind of just got caught up, I guess, in the carousel, the worst spot, and Jack just took advantage of that. And I've been trying to hunt him down ever since. And there were a couple times where I was so close, but I didn't want to run into the back of him because we run so close in the S's to, we gave respect or whatnot the entirety of the race. I mean, we're just, we've raced each other for a long time. I mean, he's kind of like my other half in the way, in terms of like how just raw speed he has. It's just incredible. Yeah, I mean, Jack and I, we've been tonight just been extremely, respectful to one another. Of course, I had to drive it so hard. I mean, the problem with this, just Sonoma as a whole, it's a narrow track in NR 2003. So sooner or later, you're going to have instances where you're going to make contact, especially when no one was going to give towards the end of the race like we did there. He didn't hit me going into turn 10. No, it was just because I shifted down to the corner where you normally shift down, and I guess I must have clipped the curb or something, and it just spun me right around. I mean, Jack tried to check up for me, which he did. I mean, I was still going around anyway. I mean, it wasn't his fault or anything like that. Yeah, I thought I had it ready to go going in towards the white. I was like, yep, I got this now. And then turn 10 says no.
Yeah, I know your pain with that corner.
We were watching the drift started to happen, and we're like, the back got loose, and like you said, there's nothing that Jack could do. I mean, he's in such a narrow track. You just hope that he bumps you in the right spot, because that's what we found you guys were doing, racing hard, using the bumpers, not spinning each other out. Give a little, take a little. Eventually it all fell apart. But even you go around fighting for first, and you still ended up finishing second anyway, because you guys, we were saying before, you were racing so hard, but you were still pulling away and actually had like a 24-second gap to third that you were you had
that's why two of us are the best, Blaine.
Yeah, it was awesome to watch that. Usually when there's a battle like that going on, third place will start catching, but you guys kept pulling away.
Yeah, I mean, even Jax even said to me, like, even like before that whole thing happened, like, he said that was the funnest race he ever had on this game, period. I mean, he's been racing on this sim for a long time, like I have. I mean, it was a fun race for me as well. I mean, biasly speaking, of course, I would kind of wish it had, happened the other way. I mean, he let me go in the start to get those 5 valuable bonus points, and I think I said to myself, like, I was going to return the favor, but I was pulling away a little bit, and I'm like, okay, he just wants to go racing with me. And so I'm like, okay, all right. So that's what we try to do. I had the good pit stops too. That's the annoying thing. It's just, I guess he just got around traffic better than I did.
Yeah, and you had the most
every pit stop there. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying, you had the most laps led tonight too at 25, and he had the 6. But yeah, you guys, dominated this thing, and he made it a lot of fun to call. Like we were spanning around the whole field through the whole race, but when it got down to like the last 15 laps, like when you got into that last pit cycle, we didn't take the cameras off you two guys, just watching what was going to happen.
Well, that's just what road racing is all about. I mean, that's why it's one of the best things to watch, rather than just, super speedway racing, let's go spend $40-$50 on that because all the people show up. No, I mean, this is where the real entertainment's at. You got the best drivers in the community go at it in a slugfest. See who can be one up each other in any sort of thing. That's why I have more respect for people that broadcast the road course races like you guys. Thanks.
Yeah, first time we've ever done it, and you guys put on quite the show. You made it quite the episode. So yeah, that hats off to you guys. Full field, and it's definitely entertaining to say the least.
Well, I'm glad I'm able to put on a good show for you. I'm glad Jack was able to be my co-host in that one as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got the old Top Dragster excited constipation voice.
Oh,
So that's when you know you've done something right.
yeah. Unfortunately, my luck had ran out on that point on the last lap.
You know what? This is only the third race that I have called this season with Blaine here. And remembering Pocono, I guess maybe Pocono, you use it all up for races where I'm in the booth.
Yeah, I got accused for cheating on that one because third and fourth gear were on were the same.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you know. But no, great race, man. I'm sure if you want to give any shout out to me, feel free to do so.
I mean, I've got shout out to Jack. I mean, we raced each other cleanly the entire time. There were some instances where I think he should have dumped me, to tell you the truth, and I wouldn't have even been mad, especially on the last lap. But we respect each other so much as just drivers as a whole. I mean, I thought for sure I was done because I just got passed and there was just no way I was going to be able to catch him because he was absolutely flying and qualifying or whatnot. I don't even know how I managed to even get around him on the start. I thank Disney Speedstorm representing Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, of course. He's better than Mickey Mouse. Got to thank Flatlet Racing Network that's on the car as well. Got to thank my YouTube channel, MidDQ787B. It just reached 700 subscribers not too long ago. We're just still continuing on with NASCAR Thunder 2000. Of course, Square D, of course, on the core as well. Got to thank my Fortnite Squad Racing team, of course, as well. They always provide me the fastest Toyotas there known to man. Of course, thank you guys for commentating a good race like this. I mean, I'm glad we were able to put on a good show for the both of you. I hope this one lasts a while in a lot of people's memories.
It certainly will stay in mind for a while, that's for sure. And also, thank you for also answering the question of who that character was on your hood. So, thank you for that.
Nope, no problem.
Great job, man. A lot to be proud of. Yeah, go celebrate a little bit despite the result, I would say.
Hey, we finished. Hey, we're still leading the championship. That's what matters.
Yep.
You gained on the championship. Yeah, have at it.
Thank you, Mr. Nick. Is Jack gone? I don't see him.
Yeah, he is not in TeamSpeak anymore.
Jack Merkel is not in the TeamSpeak.
Well, that was a great race, Jack.
Yeah, shout out to you, man, if you're watching this.
Yeah.
Great job. That was so much fun.
Yeah, they elevated this thing, man. I tell you, we haven't never done a road course before, a broadcast here on Tarnation TV, and that was definitely one that's going to be tough to beat, that one. 33 drivers, a battle like that. Battles all over the place, man. What a great race, Ben.
Thank you. Maybe we can beat it in May. We've got some really exciting stuff planned for that race.
Yeah. It'll be good. Is it the same track? You're going to be running the same version?
We're going to be running the same version, correct.
Cool. Well, if we broadcast that one, I know how to fix that hairpin camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an easy fix. Like I said, thanks to Tyler Mallon for FreeCam, we were just able to adjust some things because there's a lot of buildings. But yeah, Andrew had a good point too. You could just turn objects off, but then it's just a boring desert.
Yeah. So
yeah, I should fix that.
all I gotta say is we bless this melon.
Well, that was a fantastic race, man. I can't say that enough. Congratulations to Jack. Congratulations to Nick, and of course Josh in third place, rounding out your podium. And thanks for having us, Ben.
Thank you for coming out and broadcasting, and congratulations to everybody on a great race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was definitely an entertaining, fantastic race. Lots of points. How much post-race stuff do you have to go through when you guys are tallying points up?
Not really much. I use a software that uses the Latford point system to calculate the point standings. I sometimes have to go into the export to edit some stuff. We have like post-race penalties or that kind of stuff, but usually it's an easy put all the files in there and you got the Latford points calculating the current standings.
Do you do much post-race replay reviews to see any penalties that need to be applied, or you just sort of let the export take care of it?
Usually we take care of stuff in the race unless it's like something that occurs after the point of no return. Then we'll often take action. Usually it'll be like a EOLL and export.
Okay, cool. Well, that's it. The unofficial results on your screen right now. They could change, but maybe they won't. Who knows? Tune in next time. Is JTN returning to broadcast there in a couple weeks?
Yeah, JTN is currently scheduled to carry the last 2 races of the season, Phoenix and Homestead.
Sweet.
We are unsure on what our plans are for broadcasting in 2025, but whatever JTN can't broadcast, I'll definitely be in touch with you guys. I really enjoyed having you guys out here to broadcast this one, and to be honest, road courses are the races I look the most forward to. Road courses and super speedways, and, well, West Coast races next year, too.
Well, even like in the road courses are very cool because I mean on a broadcast it's really neat because there's tons of stuff going on, elevation changes, cars are coming out from under bridges and stuff. Like it's really neat looking visually on the broadcast as well. And once they get the hang of the cameras, it's pretty awesome. But yeah, man, there's definitely no shortage of broadcasters when it comes to this community. So JTN, FRN, Top Dragster, Tarnation TV, and then I know there's a few other ones I'm missing. So
Cook Broadcasting Network, Fast 29, check those guys out too.
Oh, what were those ones?
Cook Broadcasting Network, COOKE, and Fast 29. They also broadcast in our 2003. I know of a few leagues that use both of those.
Oh, cool. I've never heard of them before. Fast 29 and Cook Broadcasting. Sweet.
Cook Broadcasting Network's only been around for almost 2 years, and Fast 29's been around for a few years. They started out with USRL, but then that league transitioned to iRacing, and they work with a couple other leagues now. Oh,
sweet. More ammunition for me to check out. That's awesome. I always love seeing what other people are doing. So that's cool, man.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's great to see the community still going strong, and we're going to keep going strong for years to come.
Nice. All right, man. Yeah, we'll wrap this thing up, and then we'll see everybody back here in a couple weeks at JTN to take us through the last couple races of the series here at Maverick. Thanks.
Shout outs?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, obviously, I'd like to thank my family for the support. My parents, my biggest supporters in life. My dad, also a racer, had to help him with some stuff earlier, but he managed to make it into the race tonight, and he hung in there for most of the race. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Maverick, Live Reality Games, Budget Customs. I'd like to thank you guys here at Tarnation TV and also JTN for putting on great broadcasts. All the drivers that have come out, 100 plus, everybody who's come out to race, thank you. You've made this a great season so far, and we're looking forward to the final 2 races. And also, last but not least, shout out to my friends at Park City Mountain. I will see you guys soon.
Awesome. Thanks, Ben.
You're welcome.
Andrew, thank you very much, man, for the co-hosting duties this evening. It was definitely a lot of fun.
Always a pleasure to share a booth with you, man. It's a cool deal. Just racing with you over in, what was it, TDR there first?
Yeah.
When our paths first crossed, and now we're kind of doing some of these little collaborations here and co-commentating, and it's a neat deal. I never quite realized just how fun broadcasting is until I got into it there for a while and then fell off of it. And now we're back into it again, and I really couldn't be happier for it. And I'm always having a great time sharing a booth with you, man. So always happy to do it whenever you need.
Yeah, man, and the same for you. It's, if you ever need a hand, definitely reach out. There's enough people here that love sitting back and talking. So yeah, thank you for what you do, and thanks for the kind words. And thanks, Ben, for all these notes that the race was so exciting. We only got to like a few of these things, but Ben's always really good at sending us a whole sheet of notes with information and drivers' names. And, it was such a race that's just loaded with entertainment. We pulled a few of them, but I feel bad not reading the majority of those, but it's always nice to have little talking points on the side. But and again, yeah, every week we broadcast, the subscriber count goes up a little bit more. So thanks everybody for watching and subscribing. And yeah, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Keep your stick on the ice.